Business people across the state have become very concerned about this problem, the repeated downgrading of Kentucky's bonds, the fact that we are rated near or at the bottom of all 50 states in our financial condition, and what all this means for taxpayers. We have been strong proponents of every major reform in recent years, and we are committed as a business organization to responsibly but aggressively push for additional solutions and to offer constructive feedback. We know you've got a thankless job, and we appreciate your willingness to tackle these problems. I'd like to make 4 quick points. Number 1, a performance audit for KRS. We commend you for the changes the legislature made to KRS in 2013 and the long-term savings that will produce. $10 billion over the next 20 years. That's major. However, we remain concerned about the financial condition of KRS and the threat that poses to taxpayers. That's why we, 10 months ago, called for an independent performance audit of the Kentucky retirement system. Since then, I'm pleased to see that candidates for governor, both candidates for auditor, and several of you on this panel have endorsed the idea. We commend the KRS board for itself endorsing such an audit on Friday. We strongly believe a comprehensive independent performance audit will result in positive recommendations for moving forward and assuring the public we are making the best possible decisions with their tax dollars. I would encourage this committee to formally recommend that LRC approve the expenditure from existing LRC funds to expedite the audit, rather than waiting for the enactment of the next budget. There's no reason to lose a year waiting around. Point number 2, placement agents. I would ask that you look deeper into the use of placement agents. Considering that we have 2 major pension systems in the state, one that insists that it has to use placement agents to do business, and the other that has a policy against using placement agents, it's no wonder that a lot of Kentuckians are scratching their head. Couldn't you call both systems to come before you together and explain their respective philosophies toward placement agents? Kentuckians deserve some basic answers on the issue of placement agents. Number 3, teachers' retirement. We are very concerned about KTRS. Watching the system deplete investment assets threatens taxpayers with huge bills in the future. I'm pleased that I'm currently serving on the working group appointed by the governor, along with several of you, and I have asked the group to consider a shared responsibility strategy, not unlike the compromises that KTRS successfully forged in 2010 regarding their health insurance expenses. And as a second example, the compromises that led to the legislative enactment of the, Saving the Unemployment Insurance Trust Fund back in 2010. That was overwhelmingly approved by the legislature when labor and management met in the middle, compromised, and saw results from it. A third example is the 2013 reform you're well aware of with KRS, where multiple stakeholders came together to make a major move towards sustainability of KRS. With KTRS, we believe there must be structural changes in benefits to help ensure we have a system that can be sustained, but we recognize that additional funding must be provided to meet the basic obligations made to current teachers and retirees. Somehow we have got to meet in the middle, prepare a plan we can present to the 2016 General Assembly, and quit kicking this can down the road. We have got to shore up KTRS in the 2016 regular session. My 4th point is about bonding. There's been a lot of talk about bonding on the KTRS side, but if bonding is going to be part of the solution, and frankly the business community remains skeptical about floating general obligation bonds, it seems that all of us, especially the legislature that has to referee these matters, would have to consider KTRS in the context of KRS's precarious position and its lack of assets. It seems to me we may need any bonding capacity the state can conceivably pull together. To rescue KRS if it bottoms out has to go to an all-cash position and has no ability to earn its way out of the ditch that it's in. We can't consider bonding for one retirement system without considering it for the other. And you are the folks who, for good or bad, have the responsibility over both systems. We at the Chamber are pushing for solutions, but we want to do it respectfully because we know you have your hands full. Thank you for listening and working to solve these very real problems. Thank you, Chairman.